Howdy. Yeah, pull up. You know what it is. We got Lil Jon in the building. We got 50 Cent in the building. We got all types of people in the building. You know what I'm saying? We're in the building.
All in the building.
Good morrow and welcome. This is Words with Ali. I'm your host, Ali Seavright. And this week's episode, I'm saying some words on democracy. But more specifically, freedom. Now, here in this world, we're told that we live in a democracy, especially if you live in the West. We're told that if we vote and we make the right choices, our lives can be improved, and we can have leadership that represents all of us. Oh, how I thought so. But alack, do we truly have freedom? Do we truly have choice? I mean, the options presented to us are sometimes not the best. Do we get to choose the other options or make up our own? What is democracy? What is freedom? And low-key, what the fuck are some of these celebrities be saying out here? Because I'm shook. I'm shook. You know, and like, fuck. I just recently saw some shit. Kanye was talking about Adidas. And basically he was saying, I could say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. And I'm watching it. I'm like, why? Why would you say that? Why do you think? What does that mean? What does that mean, Kanye? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Kanye? What does that mean? I'm like, what the fuck? But I guess looking at it from a more subjective point of view, you know, he has the freedom to say what he wants. You know, like everybody else does. You have the freedom to say hateful shit. You have the freedom to say hateful, ignorant, stupid, dumb, motherfucking, idiotic shit. You could say it wherever you want. But the thing is, should you? And that's where I'm thinking where freedom gets a little bit, I guess, murky. Because people, you know, yeah, sure, you can shoot fireworks off and, you know, light stuff on fire if you have the proper permits. But, like, you shouldn't have the freedom to just do that any and everywhere at any time. But then who's to say they shouldn't? The same thing with, you know, freedom of speech. You don't want to coerce someone into speaking in a canned chat type of way in real life. You know, and they just, you know, have a certain dialogue that they have to say when they talk to people. That's weird. That's how I feel small talk is, to be honest. It's like when people go, "Hey, how are you? How's it going? Yeah, nice weather. I'll look at my cat.
I like cats, though.
I was like, fuck, man. What about aliens? What about space? Have you ever farted in a bottle and lit it on fire? Have you ever threw poo? In general. Just poo. Just had a clump of poo in your hand. Why did I go to this? That's not what freedom's about. Freedom's not about throwing shit. But motherfuckers be spewing that shit out their mouth sometimes. I'm like, yo. You did not just say that. And also, I guess, yeah, I've been looking at news and the things happening in the world and what's going on in different countries, and I'm just boggled by the amount of freedoms that we have in the West compared to everywhere else. Like, literally, women were protesting not having to wear hijabs, the headscarves, because a woman was killed in police custody and they're the government's trying to cover it up, saying like she had like a heart attack or some bullshit. It's like, nah, y'all motherfuckers killed her and try to cover it up, act like nothing happened, try to act like she wasn't a person. That shit is fucked up. But it's like, I guess culturally over there, it's like, they're trying to maintain these traditions of women being modest and that sort. Like, I kind of understand that a little bit, but like not to the point where you're literally killing people. Did I just pop? Killing people and denying them their freedom of choice. I feel like it should be a choice whether or not a woman wants to wear that. And if they don't want to wear it, they shouldn't be persecuted or attacked or looked down upon. It's like, fuck, man. And to be honest, like I haven't like delved deep into a lot of these things that's happening, like, cuz like honestly, it kind of, I don't know. I never been too into the world affairs. Even though I'm a part of the world, I'm just like, man, it's too much. Cuz I'm sensitive, and like when I watch it, like it fucking, it tears me apart, and then I realize like how powerless I am, like being so distant from everything, and then realizing like how fucking horrific a lot of this shit is. Like the amount of like human trafficking happening, fucking just the war. There's still a war, and like the threat of like nuclear fucking shit happening in the Ukraine and fucking Russia. I don't. There's just a lot of shit, and I urge you to go out and vote. I'm gonna connect it somehow. Give me a second. Give me a second. Just give me a second. See how we stop all of this shit from escalating to points of just like mass genocide and ridiculous just bullshit is we gotta choose our leadership properly. And we honestly, we gotta figure out how to come to a consensus on shit. Because there's so many different people from different backgrounds and different ideologies that like it's honestly hard to have everybody agree about everything. It really is. And I guess what would it be called? Autocracy is if you force people to agree. But I don't know. I feel like everybody wants to have decent food, clean water, nice place to live, and access to healthcare. I feel like everybody wants that. And then when you start branching out further from that and you get into like more specifics, that's when motherfuckers start disagreeing. It's like, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't think you should be able to put a sign on your lawn. HOA. I know you served in the war. You can't put American flag up. I fucking saw this story. This guy served in, I think it was like World War II or the Korean War or some shit. Got like medals of honor, saved hundreds of people's lives. Fucking got all these medallions and accommodations and shit. Came back. He's an old man. Put up the flag on his fucking lawn. He's like, yeah, I'm American. Yeah, I love America. I fought for this. And some HOA motherfuckers comes like, excuse me, sir. Actually, you can't put the flag up. It goes against our HOA guidelines about displays on your house and whatnot. I know you own your own house and whatnot, and you fought in the war, but like, we kind of don't like this, so yeah, you're gonna have to remove the flag that you fought for, and you saw your friends die for and everything. So yeah, if you could just throw it out in the garbage, HOA. I'm just saying. My name's actually Susan. It's not Karen. Okay, just so you know. Okay. Susan. My sister's name's Karen, okay? Okay. Same haircut, but you know what I mean, okay? But I don't know, like I feel like there's so much blanket rules. Like HOA is like a good I guess comparison to like how laws and shit are run, they don't really take into consideration the specifics or the context of certain situations. They just have a blanket rule. So it's like, oh, if you fall into, not following this blanket rule slash law, you're automatically, in the wrong. No matter what the circumstances are, no matter what the context is, you're wrong. And I guess with the freedom to choose who represent us, like I feel like law has to be changed fundamentally. Yeah, sure, yeah, generally blanket laws, cover a lot of shit, but like there's so much nuance to life that I feel like you can't just have a blanket law for everything. There's so much shit that just gets like literally brushed into like the same bucket that shouldn't be in the same bucket. Shouldn't be a part of the same ruling and the same fucking legal shit. Like, why the fuck is weed legal in Canada and yet motherfuckers still have charges for possessing weed and using weed? It's like, that shit doesn't make sense. This motherfucker's in jail still. Got charged. Spending time. Got shit on their record. Can't get decent jobs and they're fucked. And they made that shit legal. That should expunge all of that, right? But apparently not. It comes down to your leadership and who's going to fight to, address that. Because I got friends who got charges for shit and still, have that shit on the record and it's not going to go away. It's like, fuck. Why make the shit legal if if you ain't going to fucking, fix up and clean up some shit? Clean that bitch up. Motherfuckers. And then there's that whole thing with abortion going on, and there's just like, fuck, man. I don't even want to say my stance on it because I know I'm gonna upset people, but like, I feel like you should have the freedom to do whatever you want, but as Bill Burr says, you're still killing a baby. Why am I laughing? That's terrible. But that's honestly how I feel too. It's like, fuck. So yeah. You got pregnant, you don't want to keep the baby. Yeah, that's cool. Still killing a baby though. Or what would have been. But I don't know. Y'all stay safe out there. Use condoms and whatnot, protection. Choose wisely. I think that's the best you know thing to do. Cause like, yeah, so often I see, women, choosing these obviously bad partners and, getting knocked up and then trying to work shit out, and, obviously the dude's not he's not standing up, he's not a man, he's not out there, doing his thing to make sure she's good and everything, and now she's left with a choice. It's like, do I become a single mother or do I, do the thing? And I feel like, yeah, she should have the choice with that, but like I still feel ways about, potentially, ending a life that could have been. Because with that life, anything could have been possible. That's the way I look at it. But also, she don't want to be, struggling for how many years by herself. Because that's hard too. And I guess, yeah, essentially, if you're doing the boom bap, shabba lap, boom bap, it up, that boom bap, boom bap, lap, doo bap, it. Choose the right person. Like, thoroughly vet them. See what they about. See if your fucking morals align. You know? Especially if you going in raw, you going in raw, you better know who the fuck, Cause shit, there's some bum ass motherfuckers out there. There's some real bum ass motherfuckers out there. And I see them, man. These dudes, they talk about the most bullshit shit. And they got like 3, 4 kids that they don't care about. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Motherfuckers talking about blowing up on on TikTok with like some bullshit. I was like, bro, your son needs pants. Get your son some pants, bro. Like, why the fuck you making TikToks? Nigga out there wearing fucking straw. It's like, what the fuck? Like, literally, you got some motherfuckers out here got their children wearing straw and hope. Ain't got nothing else. Motherfucker trying to make it on like some minuscule chance of a dream happening. And these are the most talentless motherfuckers that had these dreams too. The most talentless. Motherfuckers ain't got no skills, no charisma, nothing. But yet they just trying the hardest to do the most difficult fucking asinine shit to blow up. It's like, motherfucker, get your life straight, bro. Take care of them kids. Take care of them kids. Like, damn. But yeah, I don't fuck with people like that. People like that you meet and you just like instantly like, yeah, I will never see you again. I will hopefully never see you again. And if I do, on sight, I'm uppercutting you. If I see your son wearing hope again, I'm going to uppercut you in the face. Right in your chin. Knock your teeth out. Cause no way should a man be wearing Gucci, Versace, and Jordans and shit, and looking fly, and have no money in his pockets, and their kids are hungry. It's like, nigga, go sell that belt and get your kids a decent meal. Go get some groceries, bruh. Cook. Do something. And I see it all the time. These motherfuckers they got all the, yo, look at my fit, dog. Look at my fit. Yo, man's here looking nice, eh? Yeah, but yo, that's my little youth over there in that fucking potato bag, dog. Yeah, he good though. He good with it still. You know what I'm saying? I got a bag of potatoes. The man cook it up. He makes the best fries. It's like, your son is 5. Your son is 5. It's like, what the fuck? But anyway, that comes down to leadership. We need good, proper leadership to lead these, I don't even know what you call cretins. I call them cretins. Fucking, this debaucherous, just whatless niggas. They need some leadership, and that comes down to democracy. So we just gotta figure shit out, man. We gotta figure shit out as a whole that works for everybody. I guess, fuck. Is it possible to have a positive autocracy? Where shit, like, I don't know. It's a weird concept. A dictator that's good? It's like an oxymoron. Does that even exist? Does it work? I don't know. I'm just thinking more and more there just needs to be more consensus on shit. We need to start figuring shit out that works for everybody. Not just a few people. Not just a certain group. Not just these old folks that seem to be voting for these motherfuckers that had the same values they had when they were young, but like, fuck. Like, these motherfuckers like, hey, just save your money and buy a house. It's like, motherfucker, you could have done that like 50 years ago when houses were like $100,000. And you're making $50,000 a year. Yeah, you could have done that. Now we got houses out here fucking 1.2, 1.3 million starting. fucking tiny ass bungalows, no basement. And it's like, fuck. Motherfuckers making $30,000 a year. Taxes take half of that shit. How the fuck we supposed to afford anything? Nothing affordable, especially with inflation happening and all this shit. So what the fuck? Better off fucking robbing a bank. But don't rob a bank. I'm not saying rob a bank. If you take this out of context, you're an idiot. But I don't know. Shit just needs to just work properly, I guess. We have intelligent people. We need to figure this shit out. What works for everybody? And I guess don't say wild shit on the internet unless you're a comedian. Kanye West is not a comedian, so he's just saying wild shit. And I'm laughing at it because, like, there's people that listen to him and fucking support it. They'll seriously support it. That's what's crazy. Motherfuckers say some wild shit and he have some people support it. It's like, bruh. And it's crazy. J. Cole called this out in his song, False Prophets. That's crazy. This man saw that from way back when. It's like, yo, this man's losing his shit, and y'all just hyping him up. The dude, he's literally like a balloon ready to pop. And they're just waiting to see what happens. Yeah, the group mentality of human beings is crazy, man. That's some wild shit. Yeah, hopefully shit gets fixed or something. I don't know. That motherfucker just need to chill out still. He just needs to chill out. But yeah, on that note, I'm a skedaddle. I'm gonna go vote. I'm voting for a new mayor in my city, Toronto. That's how you pronounce it, Toronto. You don't say Toronto, Toronto. That's how you say it. And low key, that's how I know when people ain't from here. When they pronouncing the T's way too heavy. It's like, yeah, I'm from Toronto. It's like, no the fuck you ain't. No the fuck you ain't. Imposter. Get the fuck out of my city. Actually, no, I don't own the city. I don't know. It's funny. People pronounce shit as funny. But anyway, I'm going to go out, vote. Hopefully, shit changes here. But we shall see. Time will tell. And on the bigger spectrum of life with democracy and freedom, I don't know. We just need to come together. Everybody's so divided. Everything's polarized, It's like, fuck. We need to be more of a community. We need to bond and come back together as one people. Instead of like fighting each other, acting like we're different. Like, nah, we the same. We're the same motherfuckers, just different places. We all want to be happy. Like, we literally all just want to be happy. So how do we get there? Discussion. Let's talk about it. Let's vibe. Let's bump some music and shit. Let's eat some food. That's one thing we can all agree about. We like food. If you don't like food, you're an alien. I don't know who you are. How do you not like food? I've never met someone that didn't like food. That's craziness. Everybody likes something. So let's agree on something and come together and express ourselves. But yeah, that's it for now. So take care. Peace.